only a few more shopping days left until Christmas, and while we've seen headlines about supply chain issues, there's no shortage of people out shopping. The National Retail Federation says about half of all shoppers got started on their holiday shopping early. But if you still have some holiday shopping left to do, the Shops at Arbor Lakes has a few solutions.
Gnomes in every shape and size, from gnome blankies to towels to sitting, standing gnomes, ornament gnomes. This is huge for a store.
Good Things is locally owned at the Shops at Arbor Lakes, and they're hoping to be the recipient of last-minute holiday shopping. The National Retail Federation forecasts that holiday sales this year will grow between 8.5% and 10.5% over 2020. Comfort items, much like comfort food, are a trend.
And it's for the whole family. So this is a really large size blankie that the whole family can cover up while they're watching movies. This is a really nice, wonderful quality hot cocoa, topped with the very popular marshmallows. We also sell the world's softest socks. So as you're sipping your cocoa, looking at your gnomes, you wear these and you're comfy.
The Shops at Arbor Lakes will be open on Christmas Eve. The city of Maple Grove approved improvements along Main Street in Maple Grove. The city will be improving sidewalks and adding more trees and landscaping. The Main Street corridor will remain unchanged, though. Plus, there are changes coming to the fountains at Arbor Lakes area. It's an effort to make that shopping area easier to navigate. The City Council approved moving forward on making almost $700,000 worth of improvements. Most of the change centers around the intersection of Fountains Way and Fountains Drive. There are signal improvements and changes to the medians planned as well. And now we bring you an update to one of our favorite stories of the year. A New Hope entrepreneur was just thrown into the national spotlight thanks to a famous comedian. Delane Cleveland reports and explains how the whirlwind got started.
Thanks for stopping in and thanks for being patient with us.
In the small confines of this suite in New Hope's Winnetka Professional Building,
How you guys doing?
Zach Redmon is experiencing a business boom.
I mean, my phone literally has been hot because it just keeps calls, emails, texts, it's crazy. So it's a good thing.
The line extended out the door as people waited to get their hands on one of Redmond's 40 delicious flavors.
The flavors are so unique and it's just delicious.
To understand how this happened, you have to go back to May when Redmond was featured on our newscast and said this.
I'm like a luxury vehicle of popcorn. That's what I say about myself.
That quote set off a chain of events.
So after you guys did your interview, a lady named Emily Newman called me from CBS, and she was like, do you want to come to New York to film a commercial? And I was like, yeah.
Fast forward to Monday night.
There was one small business that really caught my eye. It's a little place in New Hope, Minnesota called Redmonds Popcorn.
Television host Stephen Colbert heard Redmond's quote and decided to have some fun with it.
Luxury vehicle popcorn deserves a luxury vehicle commercial.
Colbert's team from The Late Show produced a nearly 2-minute commercial featuring Redmond driving a luxury vehicle filled with his popcorn.
Unparalleled design.
Actor and comedian Nick Offerman acted as narrator.
Damn, this stuff is good.
Tuesday afternoon,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Redmond experienced the hectic aftermath of Colbert's small business bump,
Yeah, my brain is like fried at this point.
which included a visit from the mayor
I think it's wonderful. I'm excited they're New Hope.
and an old elementary school teacher.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
One day, Redmond hopes to move out of this small space. Now that word's gotten out, it may have to happen sooner than expected.
I'm definitely trying to venture off and make something bigger, but stay in the New Hope, Golden Valley, Crystal area for sure.
In New Hope, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
And the same week that Redmond was featured by Colbert, the county health department told him he wasn't up to code. Now, after a 2-week hiatus, the New Hope entrepreneur is back in business.
If I lived closer, he'd see me every time he's open.
Redmonds Popcorn reopened on December 17th, and customers were quick to stock up on some of their favorite flavors of luxury popcorn. Redmon had to shut down for 2 weeks after the county health department told him he needed the proper licenses and that he had to prepare the popcorn in a commercial kitchen rather than at his home. The news of the code violations came 2 days after Redmon was thrust into the national spotlight. The timing took the wind out of his sails, but after getting some guidance, he's now passed all of his inspections and he is excited to get back to work.
I wasn't upset with them or anything. It's just when you jump into something and you don't really know, stuff like this is bound to happen. So it's just a lesson learned, and now I can kind of teach other people, like, look, if you're going to do this, this is what you should do.
Redmon has partnered with the New Hope Cinema Grill to make popcorn using their commercial kitchen. Meanwhile, Redmon hopes to move into a larger space sometime in February. The Willett Bakery is celebrating a holiday milestone of baking 40,000 gingerbread houses. Each one is meant to spark nostalgia.
A lot of excitement on Christmas Eve. Gathered at my grandparents' house with the whole Willett family, and my grandpa would come in, proudly displaying the gingerbread house, and all of us grandkids would gather around and bust it up and eat away.
Audrey Malone is an artisan baker and a third-generation Wuollet. There are 5 Willett Bakery locations in the Twin Cities, including one in downtown Robbinsdale. And if you are wondering, they are not just for show. Each gingerbread house is meant to be eaten and enjoyed.